All right, man. We back. Goodfellas Sports TV. We swag surfing. We swag surfing late tonight, man. Early this morning. Depending if you on the you on the West Coast, then we on about what 10ish. If you on the Eastern Standard Time, then we on almost 1 in the morning. But we back, man. And like I said before, I wanted to squeeze this in because y'all know football Sunday. Your boy don't go live, but I want to squeeze it live in. A lot of interesting information came out over um over the weekend or over today. You got Bud applying so much pressure on the back of Errol Spence's neck that shit, the motherfucker might need a chiropractic adjustment to his neck. And then, it's time it comes out that, basically Deontay Wilder is crossing the street. Top Rank is handling the press credentials. They producing the pay-per-view. They're handling everything. Fox just, getting a portion of the card and they just showing the preliminary fight. So ball game 15 salute. And so basically Wilder doing what other dudes scared to do, man. He crossing the street and doing what bosses do. So I talk about that. Yeah, I'm on late tonight, man. I ain't have shit else going on, man. Um, so shit, I had some opportunity, games off, family gone. So shit, I ain't gonna be able to go live again until like Monday, or probably after the game tomorrow. And I doubt if I do that. But but yeah, man, Bud smoking Errol Spence out, and y'all see it. Y'all see it. His boy talking, people talking about, and everybody want to say, "Oh, why Bud ain't saying this?" He's saying it. He's saying it. He said it. If you don't follow him on Twitter, then I don't know what to tell you. He answering questions directly. Who not making the fight? Errol Spence. His boy had to say something, so he stepped out, and said something. Maybe Top Rank don't want him saying something, but he was on the video talking about, yeah, Danny Doug Postal. Now Errol Spence is feeling the pressure now. Wood, 1038, salute. Now Earl Spence is feeling the pressure. Now Earl Spence, not now this is how you smoke somebody else out. See, you don't smoke somebody else out by making people who believe Earl Spence is scared. We don't matter. We know the truth. We know Earl Spence don't I don't care about no power, dog. Power garbage. I don't know why people even watch Power. It's so trash. Once you watch like The Wire, The Sopranos, Boardwalk Empire, Power is garbage. You know what I'm saying? Compared to those shows, in my opinion. Saul, long time no see. The shit, salute. Ricardo, salute. Yeah, Power garbage, dog. I don't even know how y'all watch that. The acting trash. The storyline trash. I don't watch a lot of new TV, man. I watched The Wire over and over again. I watched Boardwalk Empire, Sopranos. I watched those shows over and over again. I watched Power for a minute, and it was just terrible, dog. Like once you watch like The Wire, it's hard to go back, man. It's hard to go back to watch something that's subpar, man. Like Better Call, I can watch Better Call Saul, Sons of Anarchy, um, Breaking Bad. I watch like really really good shows, dog. Really really good shows, man. Really really good shows, man. But at the end of the day, I ain't knock you if you watch Power. End of the day, Earl Spence looking real weak out here, man. Earl Spence, Earl Spence looking real weak out here, dog. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he want to come back and say I'm king, easy, everything coming back to bite him. But like I said before, Terence Crawford applying pressure on Earl Spence, it don't matter for a guy like me because I know the truth. But now what it matters is all the dudes around Earl Spence, all his close homies, all the people in his neighborhood, when he goes to the grocery store, when he picked the milk up, all the fight fans around DeSoto, all the fight fans around Dallas, now they looking at him funny. Now they looking at him funny. Now they looking at him funny. Now all these dudes with YouTube platforms, now they gotta create something else. But when they turn off their YouTube little light, when they end their broadcast and stuff of that nature, when they end that broadcast, they don't even know how to keep coming up with stuff like that. Now, first they say Bud won't say his name. Remember that? Oh, Bud keeps saying Keith. Bud don't want it. Bud wants 60-40. They dispelled all that today. They dispelled all that today. All that today. Earl Spence looking real light in the Pampers today. They said Danny Garcia, he a joke. He put out the old belt that Bud beat Danny for. He put Mikey through the mud. This is how you apply the pressure. You got to do what Lara did. Lara disrespected Canelo and made it no other way that Canelo can be a man. That Canelo can have balls and go back to his country. Lara made it where he had to fight him. Wasn't no other way. Not Spence reposting stuff. Oh, we only fight we want is Crawford and Spence, and all Crawford got to go. Spence got to get that belt. Now his fans, they don't. A lot of them not gonna admit it. You ain't lying. I was 0 for 2, but I ain't bet today. But they not gonna admit it. What's up, Jason Sosa though? They not gonna admit it. But you see them. I'd be glad when Bud shut Errol shut Bud mouth at. Oh, Errol got to go get that belt. Now this is the reason why you sit out here and you speak out now. This is why you speak out. Ain't no hoes in Texas. Remember all that? Come on, man. Calvin Salute. Ain't no hoes in Texas. Everybody looking at them funny. They look like the PBC Stooges over there. Come on, where's all the LDBC channels, man? All the dudes he was talking about. He was talking about Fred in particular, I bet you. All the dudes that's making videos and Errol Spence said he want the Bud fight. Come on, man. All that ain't nothing but space and opportunity, dog. Tell your mans to get up off that thing. I know you can do better. How? In my James Brown voice. Tell them get up off that thing. I know you can do better. Ha! You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You out here eating chicken wings and drinking liquor and chilling with Yellow Beezy. Should be in the gym hitting that bag. You said no tune-ups. I'm the king of 47. For people that's too young, remember Floyd, remember Diego Corrales said, I fight Floyd at 35 or 30. Floyd said, well, shit, come down to 30 and fight me again. You know, remember he said that? That's the same thing Errol Spence just said. I'm the king of 47. No tune-ups. Well, since no tune-up, come on, pulling Terence Bud Crawford Auto Shop. Ain't no tune-ups, come on. It ain't no tune-ups, it ain't no hoes in Texas. Come on, man. He gonna be a man down, or he gonna be Sandy Cheeks. Sandy Cheeks from Texas. SpongeBob. Come on, man. Come on, man. He looking light out here. Oh, we don't listen to no videos. You feel the pressure. It's 1 billion pounds of pressure on that shag on the back of his head. And the boy said, that boy said, man, he said, man, Errol Spence daddy saving him. Y'all heard that? He asked Terence Crawford's son. He said, Lil T, he said, if somebody was chasing you outside and you came in, what your daddy say you had to do? What your daddy say you had to do? Your dad, I guarantee your daddy seen you outside to fight him. He said Errol Spence daddy protecting him, dog. Errol Spence daddy know what's going to happen to him. Errol Spence daddy know his dick going to get knocked in the dirt. Come on, the daddy protecting him too? The daddy protecting him too? The daddy rocking the cradle? The daddy still got the, what's that little thing that you carry the baby, the harness on the chest? The daddy protected Errol Spence now, dog. They act like this dude is a murderer. Remember when Errol Spence was the most feared man? People saying, why he more feared than Mike Tyson? He might have feared than Mike Tyson. This man daddy protecting him. And boy said his daddy protecting him, dog. Stop in the name of love before you break my son. Think it over. Come on, man. They protecting his son, man. Hey, they gonna do ring watch. His daddy gonna walk out, take that butt whooping for him. So his daddy gonna walk out for him. Y'all like Errol Spence like he got old. Errol Spence like he got old. He cut his hair off or something. He said his daddy protecting him. He threw it. I didn't even know that. I ain't know Pops was trying to take the bullet for him. I ain't know Pops was trying to take the bullet for him. Shit, you might as well get Fred to fight him. Fred doing all that talking, all that loud talking about Bud, man. If Errol's scared to get in the ring, we'll take Fred Hawthorne versus Terence Bud Crawford. We'll take Fred Hawthorne versus Terence Crawford, Barbershop versus Terence. We can make it a 4-rounder, a 3-rounder, a 6-rounder, 12. We can make it doghouse rules. Yeah, hey, Boxing Brain, you want some of this, old man? Nope. I told you about coming down here to Omaha fucking with these people. John Baby, I told you about coming to Omaha and messing with these people. Come on, man, this boy looking light. 2020 or nothing, dog. You either vacating this vacation season. I need a vacation. I'm going to 54 where it's greater. Maybe going to middleweight to cash out versus Canelo. I need a vacation. And I ain't talking about Vegas. I ain't talking about the Philippines. I ain't talking about the Bahamas. I ain't talking about a Jamaican me happy. He need a vacation. I mean, he vacating his belt. Keith Thurman can deal with this. Keith Thurman can deal with this. You know what I'm saying? What he gonna do, man? We ain't trying to see no Qdoba. We ain't trying to see no old dusty Danny Garcia. Unless you want to fight Qdoba and you send Danny Garcia to fight Bud, and then the winner of Bud and Danny Garcia and Qdoba and Errol Spence can get it popping. That's how we can do that. That's how we can do that, bro. At the end of the day, he need a tune-up. He needs some wires. He needs spark plug. You know, he need the carburetors cleaned out. He need to put a little Lucas in there, rotate the tires, change the oil, whatever he need to do. He need to knock a little rust off his car. Whatever he need to do, man, we can give him a tune-up. Just give us Danny Garcia, all right? All right, and if Danny get the dub, salute to Danny. Danny a good fighter. Danny ain't no scrub. He really ain't elite at 47. But if Danny can beat Bud, gotta give him credit. If Earl beat Bud, we gotta give him credit. But we ain't giving nobody credit for riding on the pine. Yeah, we vamping tonight, man. Ain't got nothing going on, man. We vamping tonight. My motherfucking alternator that went out on my shit. My shit charging like at 0.9. So I gotta wait next week to take it to the dealership. I don't go nowhere on the weekends, no way, man. These niggas out here crazy. Been fucked around and caught a case. You know? But that shit still turn over, but then, you know, I go. He said ego on this channel picking PBC up and trying to shit on Bud, man. But like I said before, man, that man, it is what it is. He can do what he do. I ain't mad at him, man. He gotta keep his relationship open with Premier Boxing Champion. That's all. Those the type of people I hate. That's how you know who real, man. You know, motherfucker trying to change the narrative. I don't know what he's saying, so I can't speak on that man's situation. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak. If he's saying anything less than Errol Spence need to take the fight, then we differ on that. And that's why it's Boxing Ego, and that's why it's Goodfellas Sports TV. No, nothing different. If he's saying anything but they need to fight them, I don't want to hear nothing about no car accident. He said, I'm the king of 47. I don't need no tune-up. I'm the king. I'm the king of rock. It gets no higher. Sucker MCs, they call me sire. What y'all know about that? Come on, man. He said, I'm the king, man. I don't know nothing about no Run DMC, bro. Come on, man. If anybody talking about anything about the best fighting the best, if they putting up defense walls, tell them Goodfellas Sports TV say use a sucker. Use a sucker. You can tell them I said it. I'm pre-signing stuff. If they don't want to see the best fight the best, then I got beef with them, man. Do I got to come in here and be on my bully on YouTube? Do I got to be 50 Cent? I got to come in the game and just knocking YouTube channels down? I don't want to be about that, man. I don't want to be. I got to get on my bully, create me a bully YouTube channel, call it Bully Sports TV, man. And I just get on my bully and I just smack these channels around. Do I got to do like I got to get on my Wood Stay Real TV, man? You know? Do I got to put Negro in this place? Do I got to put 78 in this place? For 9 in this? All I got to do is take for 9 alcohol out his hand, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta do, man. They can't see me. What you think they gonna come up with tomorrow morning for OD boxing talk? You know what I'm saying? Overdose boxing talk. What they gonna come up for that? I don't even know. I ain't never listened to it a day in my life. What they gonna come up with? Well, Terence Crawford is the proclamation of the exception of the Mackey selection of the recreation of the black man. Now, what's wrong with Terence Crawford? He's trying to tear down a brother from Dallas, Texas, which is the motherland. It was attached to the Africa before Pangea. But what happened? The white man lied to us. And they said Texas is in the United States. But really, Errol Spence comes from something different. You know, he's from the motherland. Now, you didn't know it was a country in Africa called the motherland. It's actually Texas. So Errol Spence is from the motherland. Knick knack, paddywhack. Send a super chat and you get the rest. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. What they gonna talk about on there, man? They gonna get their coffee mugs. I done been around all the bosses, bro. I know all the alcoholic tricks. They had alcohol in they cup, mix it with coffee, or they drink that alcohol, then they put coffee. Come on, man. These dudes be in here high, drunk on YouTube and stuff, man. We just talking facts. If anybody want anything but the best, I got beef with them. What's beef? Guarantee when I see you, you being I see you. Well, what's beef? Beef is when you roll no less than 30 deep. That's beef. What's beef? Guarantee when I see you, you gonna be in I see you. What y'all know about Biggie, man? Come on, man. It's true. I told you. It's true. It's true. Dude, hey, you said is it true that he said so? It's true. Derrick James thinks Spence can't beat Crawford. I kind of man do Kale love orange soda? I do. Ooh. He do love orange soda. Come on, man. I do. Ooh. Come on, man. Beef is when your mom ain't safe up on the streets. I know about Biggie, man. That's a great Biggie song right there, man. It's a great Biggie song. You know, I'm about to make it like it's the everyday struggle out here, man. Everyday struggle. I know about that, man. Tech got murdered by a bitch by the name of Alberta over Dick and play the murders. Hey, I know about Biggie, man. Biggie was crazy. Sad that Illmatic had to come out that year, but it was the second best album, Rashid Time. But like I said, bro, if anybody want anything less than the best fighting the best, and Sean Porter, then when Sean Porter had a belt, it was nothing but space and opportunity. Sean Porter ain't get a belt. Sean Porter go back to the Salvation Army. Sean Porter need to move up and do something, bust a move, get a belt. You know what I'm saying? Borrow a belt from Errol Spence. Try to beat Bud, and that's what it is, man. That's what it is, man. But he got these dudes looking bad in these streets, man. They looking weak in these streets, man. You man, what you mean you ain't eating? I ain't eating. Everybody eats, B. What you mean? That boy said that daddy protected him. He said we all rich. He said they all took care of their family. We talking about lineal champion. We talking about no sanctioning fees. We talking about ring belts. I got two. He said Bud got two of these. How many Earl got? None. Danny only got one. Mikey might have one for down there 26. I doubt it though. Danny the only one that got a ring belt. You know what I'm saying? Danny the only one that actually conquered the division. Come on, man. Y'all gonna continue to protect Spence? I've been saying this since 2018. I've been fighting this battle. I ain't fighting the battle because I got something against the brother. I want to see black excellence. I want to see two brothers fight. He says, I think Spence fans know he can't beat Bud. Yeah, they figuring out. They scared, man. They don't want to see that fight. At one point, I thought Spence would steamroll him. Bud a different breed, bro. And he might go in there and beat Bud, though. You never know. You never know. Bud give you opportunities, man. But the thing about it is, Errol Spence, he ain't got that power. He ain't got that one hitter quitter. And not to if he had that wilder power, then this fight would be like. But he gotta consistently touch this dude. He gotta consistently touch this dude to the body. He gotta stay on the front foot. He gotta be aggressive with this dude. You know what I'm saying? He gotta be in there. He gotta be in control early on. He might be losing some rounds to him, but he gotta be setting them traps up. Body shot. I will have him focus on the body the whole 6 rounds. Just what Chavez was doing. Hitting Crawford on the hip. Shoe shining at the end of rounds on the body. I had that jab working to the head, going to Crawford's body. Being aggressive. Giving him the shoulder. Pushing, just being aggressive with him. Trying to bully him around. Trying to keep Crawford on the back foot. Cutting the ring off. Beating him up. Like I said, hitting him in the liver. Hitting him in the hip. Grappling. Holding him. Wearing him down. You know? Hold him down. But if that fight got anything to do with Errol Spence, any other range besides inside, he gonna get killed. He gonna get killed. Oh, so long. He gonna get killed. I want to say Crawford got one. There's only a few people got one punch knockout power. It's only a few. It's like Anuiwa, Wilder, depending on who Tank fighting. So it's only a very few people that got that power. No, Crawford got good power. But the difference is the variety in what he brings his power in. He can punt, he can hit and move. He can beat you up in the pocket. He can beat you up on the inside. You know what I'm saying? He can set his shots up. He can counterpunch. Errol Spence is limited. But once again, I said this from the very beginning. Errol Spence started boxing at 15 years old. So he ain't doing nothing but get better. But how much education can you learn in a short amount of time? When you talking about boxing, speed, that's Crawford. Defense, that's Crawford. Now, do he have some lapses? Yes. Counterpunching, that's Crawford. Footwork, that's Crawford. The ranges of boxing, that's Crawford. People might say Errol stronger. But I'm not too sure about that. Crawford is wrestling strong. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence, all Crawford got to do is combination punch and switch it up. Because Errol Spence don't know how to slip and punch. But the reason Crawford get this man a chance, if Crawford fight a Floyd Mayweather type of fight, where he go in there and he hit and don't get hit, if he fight like he did versus Victor Postal, if he fight that type of fight, he gonna embarrass Errol Spence. But the problem I got is a comment that he told Chris Algieri behind the scenes. He told Chris Algieri he gonna stop Errol Spence. He told Chris he gonna stop Errol Spence. That's what he said. I'm gonna stop Errol Spence. So with him saying that, to get the stoppage, you gotta go for it. So he leave himself open a lot of times. Bud leave himself open sometimes. He take chances. He did it with Ray Beltran. He did it with Gamboa. But at the end of the day, if he wanted to be safety first, he showed he can do it versus Victor Postal. If he fight the Postal fight, Errol Spence ain't got a best chance in hell to fuck with that. But if he go for the knockout, and people say he didn't knock out Mikey, I'm gonna tell you this, dog. Mikey didn't take chances. Mikey survived. Now you got guys that's really killers that you can't survive with. Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? You know, Wilder maybe. But you got certain guys you can't survive with. He got dropped multiple times. You got guys you can't survive with. Errol Spence, he let Mikey survive, whatever reason it was. I don't know what the reason was, but you got certain guys that that can just survive. And Errol was just happy just to outpoint him and go home. So just because he didn't knock out Errol Spence, Mikey, don't mean he can't knock out Bud. All right? At the essence of this, I'm a fan. I like what Errol brings to the table, what Bud brings to the table. But when you got people making it uneven, now if the truth was Terence Crawford didn't want to fight, then I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I'm still ride with Errol because Errol trying to make the fight. But like I said before, it's no fanboy stuff with me. The truth is the truth. I seen Bud. Errol bring a little something different to the table. One, Errol is southpaw. Errol is strong. And Errol is an accurate puncher. Consistently accurate. That's one of his best attributes. His accuracy. He a southpaw. You know what I'm saying? His punch placement. And that kind of what kind of hurt him too because he don't waste no punches. And when you don't waste no punches, you got to be accurate. Now you got guys like Gamboa that'll waste a punch, but it's a setup punch to set up another punch. You got guys that waste punches to set up punches. Or they waste punches to get the opening they want to. Errol Spence, he gonna be accurate. He gonna be accurate. He not gonna be as high if it's not Mikey in this type. He ain't gonna be throwing a lot of punches. He believe in his power. He believe in his accuracy. You know what I'm saying? But the problem here is he dealing with something that give a lot of problems, a lot of fighters problems. He dealing with something that get a lot of fighters problems. A dude that can hit and don't get hit. Now you got some guys that hit that don't get hit and they don't counter. Can you really call? You can't really call somebody a technician at countering or a master counterpuncher if they consistently don't make you miss and hit. Teofimo Lopez is good at it. Danny Garcia is good at it, and Bud is good at it. Now you watch a lot of fights, you see guys get out the way and then don't make a guy pay for it. When you make a dude miss, you gotta make him pay for it. There's no two ways around it. You know what I'm saying? And with Bud, he make you pay for it. Tony Harrison, when he fought Jamel Charlo again, guess what happened? He was more offensive. Charlo made him pay for it. The second round Tony got knocked out with, the hook he got knocked down with is the very same mistake he made in 11th. When you decide to punch with somebody, you better make sure your punches get there first, or they get there solid. It's a chance. That's why everybody ain't a good counterpuncher. It's an acquired taste. You got to sit there and deliver in the lion's mouth. It's an acquired taste. It's reflexes. It's vision. This is why it ain't that many motherfucking great power counterpunchers like that no more. And people say, well, Lopez was lucky. Oh, no, it wasn't. Lopez sat there and timed him. That's timing. That didn't have nothing to do with the speed, the power. That's timing. To get that velocity and that speed. When you got timing down pat, you can beat anybody. Danny Garcia got timing down pat. Crawford get your timing down pat. You know what I'm saying? Those type of dudes is the most dangerous fighters, the counterpunchers. But what make Bud a step more dangerous is obviously he more seasoned than Tio. So I can't really say about Teofimo Lopez. What make him so dangerous, he can do it all. He can do it all. He can set your power up. He can touch you. He got a jab. He can punch with you. He can lead off. He can bang you out in the pocket. He a good body puncher. He just well-rounded. He's seasoned. He been doing this as a kid. No, he been pro 7 years longer than Errol Spence. He been boxing 7 years longer than Errol Spence. He been boxing since a kid. This is what he do. I get it. I get why they don't want to put Errol Spence in him. But you know what? It ain't the fact that Errol Spence got a belt. It's not that. I can overlook that. I can understand and be like, you know what? Yeah, Devin may not be ready for Lomachenko, or Jamil may not be ready to unify with Burchett. You know, I can say, you know, but the thing is this, man. This is what grind my nerves, man. And I'm talking logic right here, no jokes. What's what ground my nerves? When boxers go out here and talk all this junk, but then when it's time to fight, it's just nothing but talking. Errol put his foot in his mouth 1,000 times over. Get a belt. I don't really think they thought. I don't really think they thought that this dude was gonna make it to this level. I don't. I thought, and I think Errol Spence thought he was gonna sew this shit up and be done. I don't do call-ins. I thought you didn't say your comment. I'll read it out for sure. Just put your comment in, Sonny D. I'll read it out. I really thought I think they thought that Errol Spence and Keith was gonna sew this division up, and they won't be worried with him. Cause you kind of do that, like, man, that nigga Ronnie come over here right now, I'm gonna knock him out, man. That nigga ain't gonna do that, man. And then Ronnie really come over there, and you like, oh man, I gotta knock this dude out. I don't really think they thought this dude was real, or really was gonna be there. I think the expectation was Spence was gonna do what he did at the division, and he was gonna be gone. I really do think this what it was. I do think Spence thought he was gonna do what he had to do. He's gonna move up. But then Keith Thurman took the 8 to 22 month layoff. Then Pacquiao crossed the street. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things happen. Errol Spence, Kofi, salute. And y'all subscribe to Coffee channel, Coffee Universe. Errol Spence thought that, like, he was talking like, you talk out your ass, a little bit. Like, yeah, man, nigga ain't gonna do shit, or you be talking, but you really don't think it's gonna happen. And I think what happened was Keith Thurman messed it up. See, it was gonna be Keith and Errol for like a few belts. That's who's gonna be. Errol wasn't gonna be undisputed. I don't think because they never thought Pacquiao was gonna cross the street. So Errol was gonna get the 3 belts, or Keith, and then the plan probably was for Errol to win. Then Errol was gonna dip out, go to 54, get a belt, and then challenge probably Canelo. But Keith Thurman really messed him up though. That's what happened. Because had Keith Thurman not took the 2 years off, Keith Thurman would have had 2 belts. He was going to fight Errol Spence, let's say what? Last year, 2018. They probably would have fought again. And then, Errol would have been gone. He would have moved up. He probably would have moved up and did something. See, he wasn't supposed to be like that. That fight should have been happened before Bud got to the division. And then he get 3 belts, and I'm tell you what's going. This how it's gonna go, bro. I'm tell you how it's gonna go. Bud was gonna get 3 belts, right? So by the time he fought Keith Thurman, he probably rematched Keith. If he didn't rematch Keith because it went bad, he probably, what the hell am I watching? Hold on, I gotta see. Oh, Fantastic Four. This shit was terrible, but I'm watching it. But he was probably gonna rematch Keith. If not, then fight Sean and Danny. And then he did that, they was gonna probably strip him of a belt. Oh, we got stripped of a belt. We can't be undisputed. I'm gonna move up to 54 and challenge for the WBO belt, or challenge for another belt. I'm telling y'all, that's what happened. See, that's why they was talking like Crawford, like, man, he too small. You see interviews about Sean Porter. Oh, I just never envisioned me. I don't know how good Terence gonna be at 47 and this, that. See, they didn't see. They didn't see this happening. Keith Thurman gave Errol Spence the ultimate FU gift. That's what happened. See, this wasn't supposed to happen. Errol Spence was supposed to be gone by now. 54 fighting J-Rock, probably fighting Hurd. He wasn't going to fight Mel. But this what happened. Keith Thurman really messed the timeline up in this division. Errol Spence supposed to be at 54. He on his way to get a belt and fight Canelo or something like that. So that's why when you say, oh, I know this ain't going to happen, so I can talk shit, man. Whoop-de-whoop. So that's what happened. Keith Thurman threw the timeline off his division. That 22 months off was crucial. That was crucial. And also what threw it off when Manny Pacquiao came back in. That's what happened. Keith Thurman is responsible for this Terence Crawford predicament. Had Keith not took the 22 months off, telling you, Errol Spence would have fought Keith. Probably in 18, they probably would have fought twice. Or he would have ended up fighting Sean and Danny. He would have moved up. He'd be at 54, and he'd be challenging J-Rock. I'm telling y'all what was going to happen. He was going to fight J-Rock. I'm telling y'all. If J-Rock or Hurd, he was going to fight J-Rock or Hurd. That's what happened, bro. Keith Thurman threw the timeline off of the division. So that's why they was talking so greasy. Like, oh, man, by the time Crawford get here, I'm going to be gone. That's what it was by the time this nigga get here. He get a belt, we'll fight him. Then we're supposed to be gone. But unfortunately, now you got to eat them words. You know, I knew he was good, man. And I knew he was good, man. And you know, I watched all his fights, man. Every last one of them. I followed his career, man. I watched him fight. You know, British Prescott. I remember the week of the fight or something like that. He moved up to 40, fought him. K9 to 35. I watched him fight Klimov, Ricky Burns, Ray Beltran. A fight that, you know, a lot of people don't bring up. Beltran gave him some good work. You know, I remember the Delorme, the Darijan, the Hank Lundy fight. John Molina fight. I had to work that night. I remember him banging John Molina fight, banging him out. We was watching that on my boy phone. I remember him when I really paid attention how good he was. Okay, and I can tell you how the Hank Lundy beef started too. I'm gonna tell you how good I knew he was. I knew he was good when he beat Felix Diaz. I picked Felix Diaz to beat him. Felix Diaz was a guy that PBC was really jerking around, and it got to the point where they robbed him versus Lamont Peterson, okay? And then he fought Sammy Vasquez. And I don't know if y'all remember Sammy Vasquez. Sammy Vasquez was a military guy. And him and Sammy Vasquez fought, and it was like a draw, you know. And I never seen this before. And that's how I never forget this fight. I'm still a huge Felix Diaz fan. They went to the dressing room and they had a draw. They brought the fighters back out, and they recalculated the scorecards and gave the fight to Felix Diaz. He beat the hell out of Sammy Vasquez. Now, Sammy Vasquez ended up going away after Collazo ended his career. But I remember they robbed Felix Diaz, man. I mean, I never remember that. And they came back out there, and they came out and rescored and gave him the fight. And then he wanted to fight Crawford, and man, I mean, that's one of the more brutal fights. That was a brutal fight. He punished Felix Diaz. Diaz landed some looping right hands, and Crawford took some good overhand rights. But Crawford sat right there, and he was a gold medalist. People didn't know Felix Diaz had got knocked out the year before, like the Pan Am Games or something like that. He came back and won a gold medal. He beat him into submission. Joel Diaz had to throw the towel in, and I've interviewed him. He's a really good dude, man. If you want some good interviews, Joel Diaz and Austin Trout. You know, two of the best interviews you'll find. And I said that night, I said, man, he gonna be a problem for anybody. He punished that man. He punished him. I don't know what that man did to him, what he said about his family, but he punished him. And that's when I looked at him, and I say, man, he one of the best fighters I've seen. Joshua Salute, Donald Banks. I say he bad. You know, but we got caught up in the Bob Arum thing. And, you know, for people that remember the history about Bob Arum and how he was hating on Al at HBO, and he had Al get finessed off HBO, and Errol Spence was, I want to fight everybody, and these dudes ducking me, and you get caught up in that. And then when I found the truth, I'm like, man, I can believe it though, but Crawford a bad. Errol Spence a great fighter too. He good fighter. Don't say great. He good fighter too. You know, he had to fight. He can't outbox Spence. I mean, Crawford. He can't outbox him. He got to outfight him. You know what I'm saying? But the problem with that is can he got more stamina than Crawford? Can he outwield Crawford? He got more heart than Crawford. If he can draw Crawford into a dogfight, those are the questions. But that's a fight. That's a bad style matchup for him. You know, if he was like Madonna, then I would be like, okay. But Errol Spence is not your classic pressure fighter. You know what I'm saying? He a good fighter, but he very, very basic. Very, very vanilla. He not the fastest. He don't punch the hardest, but he very, very technical, and sometimes he can be too technical to a fault. But Crawford just got so many flavors, man. Carnell Jones Crawford, and I've been wrong before. Like I said before, I picked Kell Brook to beat Errol Spence. I thought Lubin to be a better prospect than him. I picked Kovalev to beat Ward twice. Um, I had some bad picks. I had some great picks too, man. I had some great picks too over the years, man. But just seeing what he is, man, and how Errol Spence is don't throw a lot of combinations and he look for the one shot, it'd be a tough fight. Yeah, he's a tactical pressure fighter. That's good. That's a good way to put it. He not a smother you pressure fighter, but he clean with it. He not Chavez, but he got some Chavez principles. Maybe like a Duran a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't gonna go all the way. He ain't gonna go all the way in your house and eat the sugar smacks and eat the Captain Crunch until it's time for the kid. He a good fighter though. But I have my questions about him moving down to 54 to 47. I have my questions about him moving up in weight. I don't see him being athletic enough. I don't see him being strong enough, and I don't see him being skilled enough to beat Canelo. You know what I'm saying? People say, "Oh, he sparred with, he sparred with Jamel all the time, and he dropped Jamel in the gym and all that." But sparring and getting into the ring is different. Sparring is different than fighting a dude. That's a different ball game. You see a lot of dudes sparring bigger guys, but they get in there and they get beat by smaller guys. So it's different when you sparring these dudes. But for Spence, he'll get my respect for taking the fight. Do I think he can win the fight? Absolutely, it's a fight. He got 2 hands, 2 feet. He got a brain. He got a coach. But the problem is that dude got the ideal boxing style to beat him. He too slick. But Crawford give you an opportunity though. Crawford gonna give you an opportunity, and I'll give you a prime example. Remember fucking Eric Morales in the Pacquiao first fight, and Morales went southpaw to prove a point. That's Terence Crawford. He want to prove a point. He want to prove a point. That I could take your best punishment, but in all, man, you can't be scared to lose. You can't. Well, that was a rumor said he dropped Jamel. He trained with Jamel. Excuse me if I said Jamal. He trained with Jamel. It was a rumor that was going around that he got dropped. I don't know if it's true or not, but it was a rumor. Spencer's like Jared Hurd at for 47. He just throws his weight around, but Bud gonna do Spence with like J Rock. Yeah, that can be a point. I think he more technical than Jared Hurd. You know what I'm saying? Jared Hurd threw a lot more pressure. I think Errol Spence, he don't move his head, but he move his legs. He cut the ring off. Jared Hurd just big. He just walk you down. Errol Spence he got a little bit more fundamentals. He a little bit more calculating, a lot more calculating in his approach. You know what I'm saying? But Bud is just complete right now. He complete. He complete fighter. Hold on 1 minute. Yeah, he's a complete fighter, man, and maybe that's what they worried about, man. But like I said before, everything he was asked of, he did it. Sugar smacks with the little frog on. He's got a question. What you think about Ward tweaking his tune about the Wilder Fury? I don't think nothing about it. Shit different. Shit change. If I go out here, let me just say this in boxing. Shit change. People say, well, you said back in 2017, Errol Spence things change. When you constantly collecting data, you collecting information from fighters that don't really fight elite all the time. If I go out there tomorrow and let's say I go out there next month and I see Tank knock out, I don't know, he go out there and knock out Javier Fortuna next month, my opinion change on him. You are as good as your last performance. So when you collecting data and Fury hasn't looked the same, or he got cut, he looked different versus Otto Wallin. In boxing, you create data. Today you could be in your prime. Next Saturday, you can be out your prime. You know what I'm saying? Boxing is like that. One day you wake up and you out your prime. That's it. So you constantly collecting data. You know what I'm saying? He said Spence beats Crawford all day. That's your opinion. I ain't mad at you. But tell me, how do we beat him? How? How? How do we beat him? You gonna walk him down? What you gonna do? Outbox him? Come on. You gonna cut the ring off and beat him? We gotta see what he gonna do. Because if Kell Brook was giving him good work, Errol Spence footwork, but Terence Crawford footwork by far better than Kell Brook. His upper body movement better too. His combination punch is better too. So, come on. His jab good, you take Errol Spence's jab away, we seen what happened. He just Earl. He ain't EJ. He ain't, man. You take that jab away. What is he? You see what Sean Porter did to him? He took the jab away. Sean Porter had a speed advantage, foot speed advantage. Errol Spence, Terence Crawford gonna do something nasty. He gonna do something nasty to him. It's gonna be up to Errol Spence to fight him. He gotta fight. He can't box that dude. Some dudes you gotta fight. But Errol gonna get better, man. I'm telling y'all, man. People say, "Oh, if he live a clean fighter lifestyle, he gonna get better. He gonna get better. He live a clean fighter lifestyle. He just can get better. You know what I'm saying? But how much better can he get? It's the question. So he said Brooklyn Porter gave Spence the adversity and Spence don't fold. Well, at the end of the day, Spence and Porter, how do you know? They good fighters, but one was beat up. One really lost to Carson Jones, and the other lost to Julio Diaz, honestly. So really, they neither one of them on Bud level as a fighter to me. So you don't know. How you know Bud don't fold? That'd be the best fighter to Errol that Bud fought today. But the difference is that Terence is just y'all got to wait to see, man. He just complete. He like the pancake mix. You just got to add water. You ain't got to add water. Just come out. You just sprinkle the pancake mix in the pan. They seen what happened with Kell Brook. They seen what happened with Sean Porter. They seen those things. Sean Porter was close to beating him. And Terence got longer arms. I mean, like at the end of the day, man, people gonna believe what they want to believe. But I'm not just saying Bud gonna win. I'm not just saying the nigga gonna win because I want the nigga to win. I'm saying the nigga gonna win because that's my opinion. That's what I seen on film, man. I just think he a better fighter, but not at each his own, man. The pressure is on. What y'all boy gonna do? He done put his foot in his mouth so many times. He done put his foot in his mouth. So anybody came back like, man, he need a tune-up, man. He need a tune-up. 2 tune-ups, man. And then, we see him fight. But no, I'm the king of 47. I'm still here. I'm back. Okay, then. You put your foot in your mouth. We need to see it then. He got so many questionable remarks about the fight. And when Crawford was laying low and saying, you know what, he not holding up the fight. It's gonna happen when business happen. Oh, you see, he don't want to fight. He's soft. He this, that, and the third. Now that he's speaking up, now what do y'all want from the man? He want to make the fight happen. It wasn't like Errol Spence was walking across the street and somebody hit him, or he slipped on a banana peel and he broke his arm, or that was a self-inflicted accident. That was a self-inflicted accident. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, he ain't supposed to be here. But let's talk a little bit about Wilder. Then I kind of take some questions and bounce around a little bit. He said Spence struggles have all come against guys similar, lean mass to his own. Something to note, Bud has closed that size gap. Yeah, he's strong. He's a wrestler, man. Them wrestler dudes are strong. But yeah, man. I was talking to Town today, and matter of fact, I was talking to him last week and shit. And he was asking me about the details on the Spence, the Wilder and Fury fight, and it came out that that Top Rank is handling the majority of the shit for it. So the credentials is being handled by Top Rank. The pay-per-view is being produced by Top Rank. So the ticket prices is, I think they Top Rank handle them. So all Fox is doing is getting a percentage of the proceeds. So it ain't it's basically like Top Rank is carrying the paper. The Top Rank is doing everything. So this is really an ESPN pay-per-view. So this is going to be one of 3 ESPN pay-per-views for Top Rank this year. I think this is going to be one. Loma Tio and probably Jose Ramirez and Crawford, maybe another one. So at the end of the day, people need to understand that Fox is going to do 4 or 5 pay-per-views. So I mean, next year you can have Leo, Santa Cruz, and Tank, Mayweather, and I mean, I'm putting Showtime in there too. They probably gonna add 6 or 7. You might have, Leo and Tank. You may have a Mayweather, 2 Mayweather fights. That might be ESPN, Fox, or Showtime somehow. You might have Errol Spence on pay-per-view versus Danny Garcia next year. You might have J Rock and Tarlo on pay-per-view next year. So at the end of the day, it's not like the end of the world. Top Rank is fronting the majority of the money. So Wilder crossing the street, Wilder going over to ESPN to fight Tyson Fury, in theory. So that might be another thing where Errol Spence, ate his words to say, "I'm not going to ESPN to do no fights." They can work together, and not even in theory, in reality, ESPN is producing this pay-per-view. They're handling the credentials. They handling, I think, the tickets. They handling the pay-per-view. So, Wilder crossed the street to fight Tyson Fury. That's the bottom line. Wilder didn't say, "Oh no, I don't want to fight Fury on Top Rank or ESPN. He got to come to Fox." So that's what they doing, man. So Wilder is I'm telling you, man. Timothy Browdy didn't miss no words. Wilder is the guy that really want it. But at 35, what is he, 35 years old? You got to really want it. What you sitting down? You can't wait on Joshua. This is a dude that gave Fury 50-50 twice now, I believe. This is a dude that's basically going to another network. That's betting on yourself. That's counting on yourself. He going to another network. Yeah, they saying it's co-promoted by Fox, but it's an ESPN handling everything. They handling the whole shebang. So you got to give Wilder credit where credit is due. He doing something that no other boxer really doing, man. He a champion. He's a scarce commodity. There's no other American fighter that can do what Wilder did. 10 title defense. I don't care who they against. Get back to me when you tell me who was Rocky Marciano the majority of his defenses. Old ass Joe Louis and old ass Jersey Joe Walcott and shit like that. But the way Wilder moving, he moving like it ain't no time to waste. He ain't sitting here saying 50-50 or 60-40. Wilder moving like a G. He betting on himself. He believe in himself. And if I had that right hand, I would too. But who really moving like him, man? And let's not act like Earl. I mean, when you get into your 30s, early be 30 March 3rd, you don't got your life ain't in front of you. As far as boxing, you could be in your prime today and next Saturday be out your prime. These dudes living like tomorrow promise. It's not. This fight mean everything. You know why this Wilder Fury fight means everything? John Boxing, salute, bro. Let me tag you back up, bro. Fuck with John. He says, but Wilder still gets hate from America. I mean, go back and do your history. Larry Holmes, Muhammad Ali, all them dudes was hated, bro. And we talking about this the other day. Come with the territory. You come with the territory. When you see, it's like motherfuckers see LeBron dominating the game so long. They so tired of him. Jordan, they so tired of him. Gretzky, they so tired of him. Tom Brady today, they so tired of him. You just get tired of the same shit. We were tired of Tom Brady now. And Tom Brady went to University of Michigan. That's my school. But even me, I'm tired of seeing Brady dominate from 04, 05 to 2019. Imagine being tired of seeing Imagine being tired of seeing black fighters dominate from the fucking 1800s to now. That's just human nature. Every time you look up Ali, every time you look up Ray, Sonny, Foreman, Frazier, Shavers, you know what I'm saying? Larry Holmes, Michael Spinks, you know, Leon beat God bless his heart, beat up Muhammad Ali. Then you say, oh, we finally got done in Ali. Oh, here come Mike Tyson. Evander, Riddick, you know what I'm saying? Lennox, he's still a brother. Oh, here come the Klitschko's. Oh my God! But then now Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones, Bernard Hopkins. These black guys are so these black fighters are so good that you know what I'm saying, or they so polarizing that I don't even want to watch the heavyweight division no more. You know what I'm saying? So when you see somebody dominating over centuries and decades and hundreds of years, now people lose interest in it. Do so now. That's just the way it is. We tired of watching Tom Brady for 3 decades. They've been watching us whoop ass for hundreds of years. That's just human nature. It's like your girlfriend, you know, you don't want her no more. You know what I'm saying? Y'all break up and she looking good now and she dating a new nigga. Human nature is what? Like, I want her back. You tired of her stuff, Lathers. You tired of, but now she got another man. She dressing nice, hair done, lashes done, eyebrows done. You like, your human nature is, I still want this chick. I want to prove I could take this chick. That's just human nature. It's not hatred. It's not racism. That's just something that's hereditary. That ain't even hereditary. It's just built into you. Jealousy is part of the human emotions. We tired of seeing Tom Brady dominate for what, 15, 20 years? We've been whooping ass for the beginning of the time. When the last time a white fighter topped the pound for pound list? Even when Klitschko's was on top. They weren't pound for pound. Well, you can't be pound for pound, but they weren't the most popular fighters in America. They couldn't even fight in America no more. So you can't get mad at these dudes, man. Just as you want to see Lamar Jackson ball, you want to see my homeboy ball, you want to see Warren Moon ball. They want to see, you know, they want their Larry Bird, they want their Gary Cooney, they want their Marciano, but that's just what you can't get mad. Boxing is the foundation of boxing. The ground that boxing is built on is built off race. So when you see these channels being pro-white, don't be mad. You pro-black somewhere if you black. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I don't take it to heart. They got to root for somebody too. It can't be gamesmanship or sportsmanship if everybody rooting for the same team. What's fun is it if we all rooting for, you know, if we all rooting for, you know, Deontay Wilder to be Fury, or we all rooting for Errol to be Crawford. If it ain't no Spence fans, or if it ain't, no Crawford fans, it ain't no Fury fans, then what's the fun in it? So you got to understand where them guys coming from too. It's hard to put yourself in a position of somebody that's not from your hood, from your ethnic background. It's hard. But I understand it. You got to be understanding. Like, I get it. I get it. I do. So, you know, people gonna ride for Fury. It ain't, who cares? You know, it's bragging rights. And people ain't gonna never admit it. They're gonna go into hiding, or they're gonna be like, oh no, I don't like this guy. You know, I never give this guy credit. But then when he retired, when he at the International Boxing Hall of Fame signing gloves, oh, I was your biggest fan, Deontay, or I was your biggest fan, Fury. Oh, that was a great fight. Like, it's different. So this, you know, without Anthony Joshua coming to the table or making fight, this is his legacy fight. Like it or not. It's his legacy fight. He gotta have some type of fight that peak. Without Kovalev, what's Ward? Now, had Ward beat Lucian Bute, maybe he could have retired off that win, but he made a bad business decision. Why Crawford still sticking around? No Thurman, no Errol. You know, then with that, no Pacquiao. Like, come on. Even Andre Ward got an opportunity to put a cherry on top. That's all Errol. That's all him and Loma want. Loma just want to put a cherry on top, not just for the money. I don't want to retire and be like, come on. Even Kawasaki had to come over here and roll the dice and put a cherry on top. That Bernard Hopkins wins look better and better every day. That Roy Jones win was looking better and better every day. Come on, all these dudes, man. You don't want to retire. Salvador Sanchez, he passed away, I think, after he beat Azuma Nelson. Hey, that win aged very, very well. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can keep going, looking out, man. A lot of these dudes, man, you gotta put the cherry on top. I mean, who want to go through our box without putting a cherry on top? Benavidez, Plant, Charlos, Errol, they all looking for cherries to put on top. Back in the day, you had to do all that. You know what I'm saying? Sugar Ray Leonard put a cherry on top. It wasn't good enough. With Benitez, he had to put another cherry on top when he fought Duran. He had to put another cherry on top when he fought Tommy. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep. I mean, sometimes it wasn't good enough. But with the way the boxing going, man, you can't leave. Imagine Andre Ward without a Butte and without Kovalev. He had to fight Kovalev. There were no two ways around it. He had to fight him. And his resume looked questionable especially without the Super Six. Who's Crawford cheating? I just said that's why he want Errol Spence. I guess you didn't listen. That's he want the Spence to keep Thurman to put the cherry on top. That's why you want those guys. So you can retire in peace. And that's what's crazy about it, man. And a lot of times, man, dudes was putting cherries on top early in their career. Some dudes had to wait. Michael Nunn had 40-something fights before he won a title, and he was pound for pound. Same thing with Marvin Hagler, man. Marvin Hagler got a great interview with Reggie Jackson from the Yankees, man. I was watching, man. You can find it. And he had 40-something fights. In his first title fight, he got fucked. Had to fight a few more times. You know how tough it. You mean 40-something fights to get a title, and you get played out of it. He ended up coming back around beating that guy in the UK, I believe. But yeah, man, the way these dudes getting title shots like Adrian Broner, man, it's only 1 or 2 titles in the division that matter. So, but this means everything in the water. Y'all gonna diminish whatever the man do. But his 10 title defenses, whatever he got, look better than Marciano's. Look better than a lot of the Klitschko's. Because he didn't get knocked out by no Corey Sanders. Or he didn't lose to a Chris Bird. Like I said before, man, I'm not into discrediting what these fighters doing, man. When they do something credible, you gotta give them credit. You can say Wilder a duck. AJ the one that's talking while somebody got a signed fight. That goes. They both make offers to each other, so they ain't the biggest ducks in boxing. They both make offers, but we know who's going to sleep. If somebody told you to put your penis on the line, real talk, we gonna be put your penis on the line, or if you a girl, put your titties on the line, and who you picking, AJ or Wilder for the win? Who you picking? You picking Wilder. You ain't gonna believe in AJ. People just believe in AJ because his fanboy said shit. Nobody bet. I mean, come on. Nobody would. If he win, he win. Give him credit. But we know he going to sleep. He said, but Spence broke the other eye. It don't matter. That man, my motherfucker came down from one. That was his fault. We ain't give him Kilbrook no play. That was his fault. But Wilder crossing the street. Walt Disney got deeper bags anyway, bro. Walt Disney bag hitting different. So like I said before, man. So top rank handling all the credentials. They're handling the pay-per-view. Fox gonna have 3 preliminary fights. ESPN gonna have 3. Each of them gonna have a fight on the top rank or on the pay-per-view undercard. Top rank got 1 fight. PBC got 1 fight. They gonna stream the preliminary fights on their individual network. So it's gonna be a big ass event. It's gonna be a huge event. But don't forget, Wilder crossed over. So it ain't no reason why Errol can't cross over or Terence can cross over. I believe they fight is domestically bigger than Wilder and Fury. But, you go in the industry and you talk to these people and they say the same. It's consistent. That PBC holding up this fight. And now Errol Spence is feeling the pressure that Terence Crawford applied this pressure in a couple weeks? The pressure that he applied after the fight, any pressure you apply after the fight, it's tenfold now. What he did on social media, now he's showing whatever he did, he must have got a social media publicist. Whatever he did, he rethought his whole approach to this. Because he stepped out of his comfort zone and he's doing things that's not him, that he was against. But then again, the money and the legacy would do it. He said Wilder has to get the knockout on ESPN. Do you agree? I mean, Wilder always got to get the knockout. He always got to get the knockout. But like I said before, now when he got fans saying, "Oh, you got to get the belt," when you got fans saying, "Oh, I can't wait to spit," now his fans is even his bestest, deepest fans, they looking at him funny now. They looking at him funny now. You look at what he reposted, and all his fans saying, "I'll be glad when Errol shut this dude up." Errol don't have no intentions. Errol gonna either be a man. Errol gonna be a man and fight this dude, or he gonna just be like, "Man, I ain't fighting him." So is his fans gonna still ride with him if he don't fight him? That's up to them. But then again, this is what I want to know. Then again, why did he talk all this junk? That's the question. Why did he talk all this mush mouth stuff? Oh, get a belt. Al won't give him to me. He got so out of character, bro. And that's what you got to pay attention to these fights. When these dudes get out of character and they start doing stuff they usually don't do and talking tough, and this dude just say, "Oh, they won't give him to me, man. I'm the A side. I want 60-40. I believe Crawford has already got a room for rent in his head. He renting a room. That dude is bad, man. And you got to appreciate what he brings to the table. But like I said, I expect to wake up and it be 1,000 new narratives and 1,000 new excuses. And at the end of the day, one thing I found out the most, dog, when you see these dudes, and I ain't knocking what they do, man. These dudes, they making a lot of money. They lawyers. They own car washes. They own land. Whatever they do, they go to 9 to 5. They go to they play, they hoop. They slang a crack rock. Whatever they do, I ain't knocking you. I ain't knocking what you do. But one thing I can always measure somebody by is how they take their L. How they take their L. It's some dudes that just refuse to be wrong, that refuse to admit that they was wrong, that refuse to eat that L. We are not the same if you can't eat the L. If you can't take that L, if you ain't never failed in life, or you try, man, you gotta take that F, you gotta take that L. That's life. I ain't never been scared of, man. I ain't never scared to lose. I ain't never scared to gamble and roll the dice. I done started over so many times, man. You talking about started from the bottom, now we here, nigga. That should have been my song. I done bit the bullet, just took L so many times, lost money, did all this, put faith in this person, and they ain't come through and truck, man. I done took L. I don't care about taking no L. But a lot of people on here just scared to take their L like a man. They want to come out with excuses one thing not to be take the L at the crib, with the kids oh, I told you, pops, I was no, you was wrong. Go to your room. That's different. But to come in here and continue to create a new narrative and continue to say, oh, he needs to do this, he needs to do that. Who are you to tell another man what he needs to do? You ain't never won a belt. You ain't never had a professional fight. Boy, you barely know how to edit your videos. You don't know nothing about the history. You didn't put the years in as some of the media members did to even have an opinion. You don't reference no fights. Motherfuckers do basic research and look some things up, and that's it. So really, you ain't even got the time in to be making no decision calls. A lot of these dudes ain't got no time in. They can't even get the business together. They can't even tell you about what happened on HBO. They can't even tell you about HBO fights that happened. When people go around here, and what grinds my nerves when they discredit a credible fighter. They discredit Timothy Bradley and say, "Oh, he's a bum." I'm like, what? They discredit a guy like that. Like what? They discredit a guy like Zab, or they discredit certain guys. These dudes put their time in. These dudes put their time in. What you talking about? They good fighters, man. They come in here and say, "Oh, Errol Spence will beat James Toney." What? What has James Toney done? Are you serious? James Toney fought McCullum 3 times. A lot of dudes were scared to fight him once. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, you gotta crawl before you walk. Smile before you talk. I want to see Dillian White and Kanauki. They can't even tell you about the parachute guy that flew over the Holyfield ball. They got a whole documentary on that. You ain't seen that. They can't even tell you what Roy done fought about Montel Griffin and Virgil Hill and some of the fights and some of the things. They can't even tell you about none of that in recent history. Because if they knew their history, especially their television history in 2009 and 2018, 19, 16, 15, is totally different. It's totally different, man. All that's different, man. It's different fighter, man. Like, 2000s was different, and you go to the late 2000s, middle 2000s, it was different. Man, these dudes was fighting. Go to the 90s, it was different. For God's sakes, man, this dude, James Toney, got a hell of a resume. Roy Jones, hell of a resume. Hopkins, nice resume. John David Jackson, he had a few guys on there. Roy Jones himself. Roy Jones, he stepped up. He fought James Toney. They didn't know they was wondering were Roy going to win. Man, I watched all those fights, man. And, boxing used to be about, fighting the best, man. But, like I said, man, Michael Nunn and McCullum and Jackson and Ben and all these guys, man, down there. Steve Collins and, Tarver, Jones, Glenn Johnson. I mean, when people shit on Chad Dawson, they just remember Chad Dawson for Andre Ward. I remember Chad Dawson for cleaning up the senior citizen home at 75. He the reason Thomas Adamek a fucking heavyweight. He the reason Antonio Tarver is a fucking heavyweight. A lot of people don't even know that Chad Dawson was trained by Floyd Sr. A lot of people don't know that Floyd Mayweather, when he retired, said Chad Dawson was the pound for pound the best fighter and the baddest man in the land. I remember all of that, man. I remember watching all that. Casitas, Marquez, Baby Bull, Marquez. I remember I talked about that earlier program to hook on that Crawford and Regis video, but I'll get to it. But yeah, man, that's what it used to be like, man. It used to be, really good fighting, man, and I miss those days, man. And like the 09, 010, or 11, that was the end of those days when, Martinez and Paul Williams and Kirkland and Gulo and, even Kirkland and Tapia, after he kind of got wore out a little bit later on, was a good fight. Chavez and Martinez, that kind of remind me of Fury and Wilder first fight. How it went down in the 12th and Chavez almost scored the ninth ending home run. I mean, you had a lot of good fights back then. Williams and Paul Williams and Lara. You had some stinkers. Lara and Vanez won. That was a stinker. You had some really good fights. But when PBC showed up, it's a little bit different. But y'all got some questions I'll answer them. But he said Progress and Hooker. I was thinking about that, man, for 47-pound debut. I think Progress is choosing between the zone and top rank. So we have to see. We'll see, bro. Have you seen the Ward Augusta Drunk Monkey fight video? Oh my God, it was a bloodiest fight ever. You talking about Irish Mickey Ward and Augusta? No, I ain't seen that one. Travis Bush salute. Chad Dawson was a bad boy. Him and Andre Durrell was probably the most naturally talented fighters on earth at the time. They just missing something that held them back. Dawson was just missing dog. That's it. He was always kind of just missing that dog. That's how he lost to Pascal. But he came around and beat Bernard. But Chad Dawson and Andre Ward at their best at 75, I would have took Chad Dawson. Would have been close. Mr. Shelton, he says, remember Angel Garcia tried to karate chop Ruben Guerrero in the throat? Yeah, that shit was fun. I was just watching that the other day. Floyd Sr. had potential. Yeah, he was too militant. He was too militant for a lot of the younger guys, man. He was with that Guzman. Remember he was training Guzman and went on 24/7. I don't know what happened with that. Baby going to Marquez with fire. Yup. Who's going to fight for the vacant belt at 75? One going to be Perturbia. We'll see what happened when Perturbia vacated. It's sad politics, but had that been Goldsvik, Top Rank would have won that purse bid. I'm telling you. They wanted Goldsvik to win that fight, not Perturbia. You predicted Bud would stop Spence or outclass him in 12. I don't know. See what he looked like at this point. Before, I thought Bud could have stopped him, but it might be a 12-rounder. Depends. Y'all keep going with the questions, man. I got time. Fury with Stewart. He with Sugar Hill. Yeah, man. I talked to Sugar Hill, good dude. Yeah, it's a good fighter, man. He got some good fighters that y'all usually see. Anthony Barnes, I don't know how he doing. But it'd be more offensive. That's what I expect. Be more offensive with Wilder. That could end up to him getting knocked out or, hurting him. Eric Harding dropped a lot of dudes despite having a low KO ratio. Yeah, it's kind of like Josh Warrington. He hurt a lot of dudes without getting knockouts. His record don't indicate that he carry pop. What's next for Tony? I honestly don't know. People talking about Erickson Lubin. I heard they was trying to do Lubin and Lara, but I doubt that's gonna happen. So Lubin said he worked Tony in the gym. So maybe that's something they want to do. Lubin a tough guy. I think he might carry more power. I think he do carry more power than Jamel. He just young. Shakur and Gary. Probably Gary too much of a grown man, but I don't know, man. Shakur Long can box. That'd be an interesting fight. That's something I don't want to see them brothers fight, man. If Loma finna face Lopez for that's done April. If it's gonna be in Saudi Arabia, it's gonna be May. You like Farmer Sparring Irish guy? Yeah, you talking about Juno Carroll? Yeah, I mean that's what happens. You spar guys. That beat you. I mean that's good work. Kendall Hart, Randall Bailey, who would have won? Kendall Hart wasn't that good at 47 if he fought there. Randall Bailey. I remember Randall Bailey knocked out Mike Jones, man. And after that, Mike Jones went hurt from he was training with Floyd Sr. for a second. I thought Mike Jones was gonna be the wave, and then Devin Alexander ended up beating Randall Bailey. He was punching holding Randall Bailey the whole fight. But JoJo and Gary, I gotta see what JoJo looking like at 30 and Gary looking like at 30. But JoJo almost got him. I think Gary switched some things up second time looking though. If T.O. would he be Yeah, most definitely. He'd be up there. He'd be pound for pound something. He'd be top five in my book, depending on how you beat him. But yeah, Kendall Hart didn't really have no good reign at 47. But Randall Bailey, he was doing bare knuckles. That should be illegal. Yeah, I remember Randall Bailey, big puncher. Jeff Warren beat him. Yeah, Jeff Warren beat him. Who I'm excited about, the young guys, Du Bois, Shakur. I don't care. Colbert got a title fight coming up on January 18th. I'm excited about the young guys. I didn't like that Sergey Kuzma putting that knockout a sparring video up. That was whack. Loma Marquez at 26. That'd have been a difficult one. Just difficult. Marquez is a good fighter. Master's degree in accounting for y'all that didn't know. That'd have been a chess match. That can go either way, to be honest. I probably would pick Marquez, but I wouldn't be surprised if Loma got him. What do you think about Herkovich? I've seen him fight a little bit. I ain't seen a lot of him. But that's a tough fight. I think Lomachenko could get Marquez, but Marquez was punching down there. He was a good fighter, but it'd be a good fight. It can go either way. But I think Marquez, it won't be easy. Now somebody down there that probably get him some work at 26. Probably a young Gamboa. That'd be a great fight. Gamboa and Loma at 26. That'd have been a good fight. You know what I'm saying? That's a good one. Gamboa and Loma at 26. That's tough. Prime Roy versus Ward. Ward was a technician, man. Ward would have a chance. Ward may be able to dispatch. He might be able to do what Montel Griffin did, but finish it. But Ward was special. I probably favor Roy, but Ward can get the job done because Ward was fundamentally sound. That's how you beat a guy. That's how you beat a guy like fucking Roy Jones. You beat him with fundamentals and being a technician. Do you expect Porter to call out Crawford? I don't know. I doubt it. Harkovich should fight Kuzma, the guy that would be his best opponent yet. Yeah, Kuzma just lost the Michael Hunter decision. Loma movement would give Marquez trouble, but Marquez master counterpuncher. Yeah. His movement a little bit more come forward. I think that'll give Marquez an opportunity to counterpunch. Pacquiao movement was more lateral, and he kept turning them and shit like that nature. But Pacquiao was a dynamic fighter. It's the difference. Loma movement, okay. Roy knew how to beat fundamentals in his prime. Yeah, but not when Eddie Futch put that game plan together. Montel Griffin was giving him a run for his. He was beating him, and then Roy started to figure him out, and then that thing happened on the ropes. But Montel Griffin was significantly shorter than him too. Montel Griffin was like 5'8", and Eddie Futch put a great game plan together. You know what I'm saying? I think he was training James Toney when he fought him. When Roy fought James Toney. So, Eddie Futch had a couple times to seeing Roy Jones. But Montel Griffin had the perfect game plan in the first fight. You know what I'm saying? But then he was like 5'7". He wasn't that big. He was giving Roy some work. Any idea of the co-main event for Wilder Fury? I ain't heard nothing. This is gonna be up. Top Rank got a slot. And PBC got a slot. Tank and Leo at 30. I don't know, man. Leo might have a Tank might punch too hard at 30. But Leo definitely got a chance after what I've seen. Depending on how strong Leo is, how much he can take. Why does Roach get so much credit when most of his guys take a lot of shots? Because people love offense. Roy had Montel and D Water, though. Fudge, one of the ghosts in the corner. Yeah, he was fine. Yeah, he was catching up. But Montel was winning that fight, man, to that point. But Roy was about to probably end up turning it up and knocking him out. But he had a great game plan early on. I like Frampton in that fight. But Heron might be too big, bro. Ward would have to put his own game plan together. I don't see it from Virgil. Great motivation from the corner, but I don't see him coaching. Man, Andre Ward got an OG behind the scene. That's what y'all don't know, man. You got an OG behind the scene. You know, Virgil got a little help. Most fighters do. Loma Burchett, I ain't seen a lot of Burchett lately, man. I see some people accusing him being on roids and shit, man. I didn't see his last fight versus whoever the fuck it was. I forget the dude's name. Shakur and Tank. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Shakur maybe. Tank strong. Tank real strong. Yeah, Jason Sosa. Yeah. Sosa actually beat Gamboa a couple years ago. Yeah, I didn't see that fight, but Burchett a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? He a sucker for like a lead hook. And the dude that beat him, Jamel Herring, actually beat that dude. But that dude was at 26 at the time. He fought Jamel at 135. They should have put Kanowski at pay-per-view. Nobody want to see the midget weights do. Yeah, Kanowski in Brazil should have been co-main. They trying to market Tank like he the next Mayweather, but Tank walk around between fights with a gut. Floyd always looked in shape. Yep. That's that military style shit his daddy had him doing. Running in military boots and shit. Floyd Senior wasn't no game, man. Kanowski in Brazil definitely should have been there. I want to see Kanowski and Dillian White, man. Y'all niggas think I'm playing. Shit, man. I want to see the boy to put the boys and Joe Joyce on there, man. That'd be great. I think that might be a little bit premature for the boys. Then people gonna want to see the boys fight the winner. I don't think he ready for that yet. But yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, if I had to put an undercard together from each side, I would want Kanowski, and if they gonna do Brazil, and from Top Rank, I probably want to see Miller, and I don't know who else they got over there. Because Puev gonna be fighting AJ. But probably gonna be David Benavidez and Ivory Uterman, and Top Rank gonna do something else. So I ain't heard nothing. I don't even think they know what they're gonna do. Small dudes I bet Nervez or Gabriel Flores a while away. I like him though. He's a second away. Nervez is in the now. I think I'll put Benavidez on there too. Brazil and Kanowski will be dope. Kanowski slapper like Miller. I don't think you can get Brazil out with that style. Well, Wilder said they ain't the same after you fight him. Kanowski versus Joyce, I doubt it. But Joyce supposed to be taking a tune-up before the boys or something. But yeah, I mean Kanowski and Joyce a good fight. That's a slobber knocker, and that can go either way. Ellie said AB beat Crawford. He said Tank beat Crawford too. Those his boys. What are you supposed to say? You know what I'm saying? That's where he get his interviews from. AB would get the dog shit beat out of him. Tank could get the dog shit beat out of him too. You think they real raw in the Kovalev fight? We shall see. Buatsi talking about he get a title shot. Buatsi the truth. If Buatsi got a chin, Buatsi is probably the only dude that can fake a Beterbia. If Buatsi got a chin, Buatsi probably gonna fake. He probably gonna give Beterbia his best fight. Can Big Baby Miller fight? I'm not sure. Tank and Leo should be on the Wilder Fury card. Man, hell no. That's too early. Too early of a turnaround. Tank if they gonna be on, if they don't do a pay-per-view, Tank and Fury gonna be on taking Leo gonna be on a Floyd Mayweather undercard. Yeah, Brazilian Kanowski is March 7 Leslie. That was the BM boy title on yeah, I heard. Buatsi is over. I like Buatsi. Buatsi ain't overrated. Buatsi can fight. Buatsi can fight, bro. I don't know what y'all be talking about. Buatsi good. I ain't saying that he gonna be the next motherfucking Roy Jones. But shit, Buatsi good, man. He's sweet. I don't think Anthony Yarde overrated. Anthony Yarde can fight. He almost won if his dumbass would have went to the body. Boasi ain't that good, but I like Boasi, man. I don't know what y'all talking about. Boasi the truth. Just like y'all was saying, Carlos Adames was good, man. Remember that? Oh, Adames. Told y'all he wasn't shit. He said he not that skilled. Well, we'll see. We shall see. They always talk about Adames was the motherfucking truth. Remember that? We seen Viterbia get dropped. That makes his fight more exciting. Now he got dropped due to inactivity. That motherfucker was rusty. He wasn't fighting. That's why he got dropped. That nigga was just rusty. Viterbia got a jaw on him. I told y'all he's gonna beat Ghostvic. Y'all put too much. Oh, he got dropped, and he's not that. When you ain't fighting that often, you fighting every now and again. Viterbia one of the 10 best fighters in the world. I've been telling y'all that. AB and Easter Oops, they friends. Maybe want to push it. Yard would beat Gilberto Ramirez. Yeah, that's a good fight. Lil B Hop should be on. He fighting January 18th. He fighting in Philly for the regular WA title versus Jezreel Corrales. That's the dude that Machado ended up beating for the WBA belt. Then they downgraded him for Tank. But yeah, that Lil B Hop, he fighting the 18th on the J Rock card. And I heard the J Rock tickets just went on sale yesterday for the 18th for the little Crusoe Center in Philly. They said my man's up for failure. Yeah, Bertarbia a different breed, man. No, and it's not PPC, man. I don't know what he is. He was promoted by Cameron Duncan. Cameron Duncan used to be a manager for Top Rank, and now he's a promoter. So I don't know what's going on. Ghostvic is overrated, as I think if that was 3 years earlier, Donnie Stevenson would have KO'd him. Yeah. You know, one boxer, they mighty midget. Who they mighty midget? I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, I was saying about you think Shields get the KO version next weekend? I don't know. I ain't never seen it has a big fight. But he was trying to get that fight to Gosvick. I told y'all, y'all motherfuckers like he be Gosvick so good. I said Viterbia gonna kill that motherfucker. And what'd he do? He bent his arm and made him say uncle. That's one thing I know for sure. I was for sure Viterbia was gonna win. I was for sure Adames wasn't shit. I told y'all that. I looked at Adames. I didn't see what y'all seen in him. Bad boys for life. They said Will Smith making 3 more times to Martin Lawrence. That's crazy. He said he fought on his own a long time ago. I haven't seen him since a good. Who you talking about? They raised the women's rounds 2 to 3 minutes. They did. 2 minutes was better, man, because they had it. They was banging in that 2 minutes. I didn't think he was that good at first. I told y'all niggas don't understand, bro. I told y'all. I told y'all he was the truth, dog. I didn't think he was good at first neither. So I kept watching him. So that dude the truth. It's that new Viterbia that had that fight. Bivol team turning vacation, still not talking. They know what's gonna happen. Yeah, I'm be betting at the Detroit Sportsbook. Hell yeah, I ain't gonna be betting no big money. I don't go to casino like that no more. But they put that sports book down there. I'll be down there, be at the money line like a motherfucker. I want to see Prime Ward versus Viterbia. That'd be interesting. But Ward won in his prime at 75. No way, that wasn't the best Ward that fought Kovalev. They should have kept it 2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes was exciting to me. They should have just added a round or two to me. He said, "Do you think it's a power play for Bud to fight Danny before Spence?" I mean, that makes sense. That gives Spence an opportunity to tune up. I wouldn't be mad at that. And if Danny win, then it's 3-belt unification. Either way, that makes sense. That means you can have Jose Ramirez fight Josh Taylor, and that means Spence get a tune-up. Shit, Spence can get 2 tune-ups if you need them. Tom Brady said he coming back. They probably keep him. Tom Brady ain't out his prime. He ain't old. It's just they ain't have no weapons. Motherfucker throwing to Julian Edelman, a 7th-round pick, former quarterback. How much ESPN Pine Wilder? I don't know, man. A lot of stuff ain't gonna start being popping up until like J Rock fight or at the Barclay Centers when Danny and Swift fight. I mean Danny and Jared fight. You ain't gonna start hearing nothing until then. They gonna get PBC or the Zone fights in Detroit. I doubt it. They ain't coming here. Don King used to come here. Maybe Ward at 68 versus Plant. Ward, man. Right now, Plant ain't got enough, but he coming. The longer he wait to make that Benavidez fight, the more Benavidez got a chance to beat him. But yeah, let me get off here, man. I'm about to go take my ass to sleep. Hop in the shower, go to sleep. Oh, he said Tremaine Williams, the mighty midget. Yeah, man. I wanted to see Stephen Fulton fight in a couple weeks, man. I ain't never seen him fight, so I want to check him out. But I appreciate it, man. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. I'm going to bed. We gone.